Isn't that cool looking? Oh, we're on, Derek. A dueling guitar match. I tune the tuning face off, right? Well, I stood stone like at midnight, suspended in my masquerade, and I combed my hair till it was just right, and commanded the night brigade. I was open to pain and crossed by the rain. I walked on a crooked crutch. I stood all alone through the fallout zone and came out with my soul untouched. I hid in the crowded warmth of the crowd, but when they said sit down, I stood up. Growing up. Well, the flag of piracy flew tall from my mast, and my sails were set wing to wing. I had a jukebox graduate for a first mate. She couldn't sail, but she sure could sing. We took B-52s and bombed them with the blues, with the gear set, stubborn on standing. We broke all the rules, strafed our old high school, and never once gave thought to landing. Now hid in the crowded warmth of the crowd, but when they said sit down, I stood up. Oh, oh. Growing up, growing up, growing up. I took month-long vacations out in the stratosphere. You know, it's really hard to hold your breath. I swear I lost everything I ever loved or feared. I was the cosmic kid in full costume dress. Well, my feet, they finally took root in the earth when I got a nice little place out in the stars. I swear I found the keys to the whole wide universe in the strumming of this old guitar. And I hid in the crowded warmth of the crowd, but when they said sit down, I stood up. Growing up, oh, Thanks, guys. She's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket, empty as a pocket, with nothing to lose. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. People say she's crazy, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. That's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. But she was physically forgotten when she slipped into my pocket with the car keys. Said, "You taken me for granted, 'cause I please, oh I please you, wearing these diamonds, oh diamonds." And I could say, I could say, and I could say, ooh, as if everyone would know what I was talking about. Yep. As if everyone would know what I was talking about. Talking about diamonds on the soles of her shoes. sign of a teaspoon, he makes the sign of a wave. The poor boy changes clothes, puts on aftershave to compensate for his ordinary shoes. She say, honey, take me dancing, but they ended up by sleeping in a doorway by the bodegas and the lights on Upper Broadway. Oh, talking about diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Talking about diamonds on the soles of her shoes. And I could say, as if everyone would know what I was talking about. As if everyone here would know what I was talking about. Talking about diamonds on the soles of her shoes. People say she's crazy, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. But that's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Yeah, talking about diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Hey, thanks. A little bit of afternoon sunshine music. It's good to see you guys here at Soul Food Books today. Today we're gathered for a great reason, for a local author, for Richard Smith. Let's give a round of applause for Richard here today. In a few minutes, in a little bit, Richard's going to be coming up here to share some poems and some light and some heart, which is what he's been doing here since the first day that we were even open. And so what a privilege to have the book done and here, and fun to start it out with some music. May's going to sing backup from The Office with me for the next song. And yeah, May. May, do you want to come sing? I didn't think so. Is it okay if I keep singing? I didn't think so either. I don't know. Oh no. Do you think anyone else wants to hear me sing? No. Kai, I wasn't asking. Yeah, May. What do you got? Oh, really? Is it cool? I didn't think so. Oh, really? Do you want to come up here and watch it with me while I play? Okay. You can come sit and hang out with us. We're having a big show. What do you think? All right, later. That is the daughter of a musician right there. I'll be in the tour bus. Later, Dad. Mom, she can now. That's so cute. I don't know much about you. I don't know who you are. But we'd been doing fine without you. But we could only go so far. I wonder who you'll look like. Will your hair fall down in curls? Will you be a mama's boy or daddy's little girl? You may not always be so grateful for the way that you were made. Maybe some feature of your father's that you'd gladly sell or trade. And one day you may look at us and say that you were cursed. But over time that line has been extremely well rehearsed by our fathers and their fathers in some old and distant town. From places no one here remembers come the things we've handed down. laugh just like your mama? Will you sigh like your old man? Will some things skip a generation like they heard they often can? Are you a poet or a dancer, a devil or a clown, or a strange new combination of the things we've handed down? The things we've handed down, 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 boom, 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 boom. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. I'll bet you say, what can make me feel this way? Boom, 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 boom. Thanks. A sign up in our hometown. If you live it up, you won't live it down. So she left Monrio's son, just like a bullet leaves a gun, with charcoal eyes and Monroe hips. She went and took that California trip. Well, the moon was gold and her hair like wind. She said, don't look back, just come on, Jim. Oh, you got to hold on, hold on. Oh, you gotta hold on, take my hand. I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on. Down by the riverside motel, it's 10 below and falling. Down by the 99-cent store, she closed her eyes and started swaying. But it's so hard to dance that way when it's cold and there's no music, and your old hometown feels so far away. But inside your head, there's a record that's playing, a song called Hold On, Hold On. Oh, you gotta hold on, take my hand, I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on. Charcoal eyes and Monroe hips, she went and took that California trip. With her hair was gold, her hair like wind. She said, don't look back, just come on, Jim. Oh, you got to hold on, hold on. Oh, you gotta hold on, take my hand, I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on. Thanks. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Thanks, guys. The wicked witch of Issaquah pulled out her old broom, dusted off the cobwebs and spiders, and used it to fly on down to Redmond for the weekend, 'cause she thought it would be time to do some freaking. And it's been so long since you didn't feel bad, not spending all her time making people feel sad. No more, not now. No, she's made up her mind. Put on that old dress, get herself looking real fine. All up in the club, drinking Hennessy. Oh my, what a mess, I must confess. It's alright, let your hair down and let your heart pound. Let the light in, let the light in, I say. Let the light in, let the light in again. Well, the Lion in the Tin Man showed up at the spot, yep. A wicked witch walked in and said, dude, show me what you got. Well, the lion ran for cover, but the Tin Man didn't move. That's when the band started playing this groove, and all at once there is magic in the air. No one saw it coming, it wasn't too clear. And then the Tin Man said, don't know how to do this, baby, but maybe you could show me how. She said, it's alright, let your hair down and let your heart pound. Let the light in, let the light in, I say. Let the light in, let the light in again. Oh, 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 oh. Well, they danced in the dark on the floor, and the world kept on spinning round like it's always done before. And the people in the club said they don't make a pretty pair, but the Tin Man and the witch, hell no, they didn't care, 'cause love don't give a damn about what other people say. It does what it wants, and it's always been that way. That's the way it was, and the way it'll be again. Forever and ever and ever, amen. All right, let your hair down and let your heart pound. Let the light in, let the light in, I say. Let the light in, let the light in again. Well, the wicked witch Issaquah pulled out her old broom, dusted off the cobwebs and spiders, and used it to fly on down to Redmond for the weekend, 'cause she thought it would be time to do some freaking. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks for the smiles, too. Never come with a warning. A revolution never send you an omen. A revolution just arise like the morning. Ring the alarm, we got to wake up snoring. Wake up, wake up. They're telling you to never worry about the future. They're telling you to never worry about the torture. They're telling you that you will never see the horror. Spend it all today and we will bill you tomorrow. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, chicka. Oh, wake up, oh, wake up, oh, wake up. 3-piece suits with bank accounts in Bahamas. Wall Street crime will never send you to the slammer. Tell all the children in the arms of the mamas. The F-15 is the homicide bomber. TV commercials for a papa pill culture. Drug company circling like a vulture. Amareki babies with a G.I. Joe father. 10 years from now, is anybody gonna bother? Yell, fire, fire, fire. I yell, fire. I hear it. Redmond's waking up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. They're telling you to never worry about the future. They're telling you to never worry about the. Oh, wake up, oh, wake up, oh, wake up. A revolution never come with a warning. A revolution never send you with no man. A revolution just arise like the morning. Ring the alarm, we got to wake up the story. Everyone addicted to the same nicotine. Everyone addicted to the same gasoline. Everyone addicted to the Technicolor screen. Everybody gotta get their hands on the same green. From the banks of the river to the banks of the greedy. All of the rich is taken back by the needy. We come from the country, we come from the city. Play us on a record, you can play us on a CD. Oh, 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 oh. All the shit granted, they given us as fertilizer the seeds that we planted. We can never brutalize or tell the corporations they will never globalize it. White Washington says legalize it. Boys and the girls and the bass and the treble rumbling in the speakers, and it makes me wanna revel. Throw your hands up and take it to another level. Never, ever, ever make a deal with the devil. Yell fire. Oh, 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 yell fire. Fire, 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 yell fire. Oh, wake up, oh, wake up, oh, wake up, wake up, wake up, oh, wake up, oh, wake up. Oh, 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 oh. Wake up, wake up. A revolution never come with a warning. A revolution never send you an omen. A revolution just arrives like the morning. Ring the alarm, we got to wake up the snoring. Until the philosophy holds one race superior and another inferior. Till the color of a man's skin is no more significant, no, than the color of his eyes. Everywhere is home. Everywhere is home. A revolution never come with a warning. A revolution never send you an omen. A revolution just arrives like the morning. Ring the alarm, we got to wake up the snoring. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Pew! Yeah. Feels good. I'll play one more song and then turn the stage over for the real reason why we're here, is to celebrate poetry, local author, our very own Richard Smith. A round of applause for him today. Richard, our brother, so proud of you. The good reason to gather today. Okay, let's see. I'm a living sunset, got diamonds in my bones. I'm a living sunset, got diamonds in my bones. Push me to the edge, but my will is stone. I believe in a better way. Fools will be fools and wise will be wise, but I will look this world straight in the eyes. I believe in a better way. Oh, I believe in a better way. What good is a man who won't take a stand? And what good is a cynic with a no better plan? I believe in a better way. Take your face out of your hands and clear your eyes. You gotta ride to your dreams, so don't be denied. I believe in a better way. Oh, I believe in a better way. Reality is sharp, 'cause it feels like a knife. Everyone I know is in the fight of their life. I believe in a better way. Oh, I believe in a better way. I'm a living sunset, got diamonds in my bones. Push me to the edge, but my will is stone. I believe in a better way. Oh, I believe in a better way. Oh, I believe in a better way. Thank you very much. Ahoo! Thanks, guys. Well, it's a great privilege to invite up to our stage our very own Richard Smith. A round of applause for Richard. Yeah, good to see you. Thanks.
Thanks for stalling.
Yeah, totally.
Wow. Whoa. I made copies for Mom. So the first thing I want to talk about is I was thinking about this book, and I remember the first time I thought about writing a book and seeing it in print was back in 1981. I was walking past this bookstore in my hometown, and I said, "Boy, it'd be really cool to write a book someday." And I just sort of tossed it off as an idea, but it never went away. And I started, and I've been writing since, I don't know, probably since I was a freshman in high school, and I had one teacher who encouraged me to keep doing it, thank goodness. And it was my way of talking about what I was feeling when I didn't feel safe to talk about it to anybody else. So that's what this book's all about. It truly is about my own emotional journey, or part of it at least. And then about a year and a half ago, this person right over here, Janet Marie, thank you. Raise your hand, please. Kept gently encouraging me to write this book. Why don't you do this? She said it was a nudge. I still have bruises. And that's when the whole the ball started to roll, and I learned so much. And then Diane Vastrick over here, if you'll raise your hand, please, help me with all of the technical stuff, all the thing about physically building a book. Diane did on her computer, because I hadn't a clue how to do that. And then we both learned what self-publishing was all about the hard way. How many changes did we do? 2 or 3? Yeah, got it. Yeah, we did okay. And so then about 3 weeks ago, I get this phone call from the printer saying, "Come pick up your books." And it has been a very strange and surreal experience ever since then to be able to hold this in my hands and to see this thing. And I'm never going to get over this thing. I still look at it now and go like, I did that? There's that part of me that goes, wow. And there's another part of me that says, of course you did. So I'd like to share some things from the book today. And I also have one new piece that's going to be number 1 in book 2. And I'll share that with you also. No name yet. It'll come to me. Is Mom ready? Okay, good. Coached from the nest, I learned to fly or scream into the ground. This new ordeal of life holds gifts. My soul spins round and round. I can soar straight up beyond the veil of clouds, remembering lessons learned, or sit paralyzed upon the frozen ground, lamenting bridges burned. I snag myself so quickly on my dreams of being loved and flying free, and so often I must close my eyes so my heart can clearly see. This escapade, this journey, in the trial of my fears, enduring through the limits I have known, reducing me to nothing more than battered flesh and tears. Yet in this newborn christening, I reach to heal the damage to my soul. I grasp the lightning energy of those around me that I love and carry on the battle to be whole. Thank you. This is called Questions. Right now, close your eyes. Imagine and remember. Use it all. Call it up and just roll in it. Taste it, smell it, feel its fire scream. Hands pleading, give permission to thrill. Mouths hot, alive, and curious beyond reason. Search for answers. Inventing brand new questions in the dark. This one keeps popping up as one of my favorites. This one I have more fun with this one. It's called Speeding. It's my fan club over here. So can I have poet groupies. This is cool. Yeah. Realizing that this was not just another structured test ride, I quickly reached out, grabbed a handful of throttle, accelerated for all it was worth, and hung on while you kissed me. I could not believe the speed we attained. 0 to sexy in just 3 seconds. It felt like we were breaking the law. I didn't hear any sirens, though, so I held on even tighter, thinking, hell, let's go for the record. Breathing sure gets hard at that speed, but God, the ride was fine. And just intense enough to keep us at peak operating temperature. So after catching my breath, I said, what do you think, darling? Want to make another pass? This one holds a lot of special meaning and feeling for me because I spent a lot of my time in my life trying to please everybody around me. And so I wrote this one, and it's called The Pledge. I stand naked at the portal of forever, eyes wide, arms spread like flaming wings. Mouth open, loudly screaming down the walls I've built to hold me safe and small, tearing myself open and escaping into Star Nation. No more. It ends here. I will no longer pretend to be less than what I am. I will not dance for anyone. I will not hide my light. I will be free to fly, to laugh at the pain, to shine my light into every frightened corner. Thank you, dear. Thanks. Thank you. This is the new one. So I wanted to write something about it sort of got to be time to write something about being drafted and sent to Vietnam and coming home and kind of what all that experience was about for me. And it wasn't until recently that I was even really willing to even talk about it. There are some of my friends who didn't even know I was there for about 10 years that we knew each other. And then I wrote this as a song, and someday Clint is going to put some music to it. But this is also going to be in the book because it's too powerful to leave behind. And it's called Stolen. That's okay. Thank you, Aaron. So bear with me because sometimes I have trouble getting through this. But it needs to be seen out here. The ones that we were never really returned, haven't yet fully walked through the door. We were just young hearts full of innocence when you kidnapped and sent us to war. You stripped us, then dressed us in uniforms. As you worked to dehuman our souls, then you marched us around your parade grounds, trying to force us to take on your roles. Why did you want us to kill for you? What made you think that we could? Did you even consider the damage as you injured us right where we stood? Then you shipped us en masse to a jungle, afraid of all movement and sound. In the ditches and bunkers we huddled, with the other abducted all around. We escaped into stories of chemicals to keep some of the horror at bay, and we shuddered together in the hail of sure death to survive hell for just one more day. We couldn't believe that we made it as we sat on a jet bound for home, and it hurt to return to no welcomes and to shoulder our memories alone. We had learned to deny our soul injuries and to push those that loved us away. And through tears of enforced isolation, I should say years of enforced isolation, we lost touch with the joy of each day. Why did you want us to kill for you? What made you think we'd survive? We returned with invisible injuries, trying to live, being barely alive. Thank you. I'll stand, you ovate. Anybody out there have a suggestion? Anybody who's read any of this stuff? How about you, dear? Okay. No. Oh, what, magician? Magician. Okay, let's read magician. Okay. Let me find it here. No. I got it. I found magician. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's a little toward the back here, about this much. It's about this close to the back, Diane. Yeah, it's just about, yeah. I'll tell a little story about it while you're looking for it. I had the I had the opportunity to and the privilege to be able to work side by side with my father in a factory for like 15 years, which was kind of cool. Because we both worked in the same department, we both worked in mechanic, and I actually got to work on the same things with him. At the same time, I got to do the same job my grandfather had done in the same factory, which was really there's something amazingly synergistic about that thing. So my dad was one of those people who could fix anything. He had a lawnmower shop, and people would bring him like stoves and refrigerators and washing machines and things to be welded and old French cars with front wheel drive, and he'd fix everything. He just sort of figured it out. And so when I was writing this, I wanted to write something about him. Working at my father's side, I've come to truly see the man, super more than human. Greasy-handed master of machines, wrestler of the metal men, keeper of the wrench and driver, ruler of the shop floor, doing constant battle with the breakdown and the deadline, head back, laughing in the center of the clanking, grinding, spark-illumined playground. Thank you. What was it? What was it? Cast iron, huh? Okay, it's one of my favorites. Yeah. This is some of these were like hard to write. I'd get a thought in my head, and then I'd have to find the words to write it. Yeah, yeah, I know. Every once in a while, I get them. This this one was one of those that just sort of. I wrote this in the middle of a noisy restaurant on a scrap piece of paper, a- and it came out in one big piece, and it hasn't changed much since I wrote this probably 20 years ago. And Lori, if you know Bill Howard, this is Wild Bill. Okay. I'm fortunate enough to have my mom and my little sister here with me today. Yay! I'm older than you are. So this is called Cast Iron. Wild Bill and I sat back the other day and laughed aloud about the jokes our fathers and our uncles played on us. All our lives we listened, eager for the lessons we'd been promised by the greatness of the only men we thought we knew. What we saw and heard became so very real to us, and we came to know our truth of what men were all about. Each lesson was so harsh and lasting that men are the ones to drink with and cuss with and leer at women with, and we lean on another man only to keep from falling on our faces when we've had too much to drink again. All these cast iron morsels and cold forged insensitivities were learned and learned again until all we knew to do in life was party, run, or die. And yet, by some more gentle miracle in the center of our souls, we came to see the casting flaws in those father-uncle theories, just in time to save our lives, the love of those around us, and the future of our children. Wild Bill and I sat down the other day and cried aloud and long about the jokes our fathers and our uncles played on us. We cried because we finally could. We cried because we had to. Thank you all so much for coming out to support me in this. And also just thanks Soul Food for, they have been behind me the whole time I've been doing this. So spend money, buy stuff, you know. This is an amazing place. And again, thank you so much for coming out. I love you all.